Hey, it's your boy Hendo checking in, coming out with another video, and today I'm going to talk about something I find very, very, very funny. I didn't even know this, and once I found this out, I found it hilarious. Not the fact that there's slavery in Ghana hilarious, but the fact that they're the ones advocating for reparations for the transatlantic slave trade and the harms done and the injustices. Meanwhile, in their country, they have whole child slavery going on. Like, literally. Watch this video, bro. Watch what I seen, and I was like, not these people being the ones that, meanwhile, this is happening in your country? Let's get into it, bro.
Look, I know sometimes I feel like God don't be around, but don't let that get you down. It get better when you smile. I know sometimes it get easier to frown, but don't let the struggle get you down. It get better when you smile.
That was legitness.
All black men.
The International Labour Organization estimates there are 10 million children living in slavery around the world. 20,000 of them, they say, work here on this lake. CNN was granted unprecedented access on board a boat, where these child slaves labor daily. Some so young, it's almost unbelievable.
Warnings of trafficking abound, but they're not a deterrent, as we found out from this slave owner turned informant.
How much did you pay for a child?
500 Ghana cedi.
That's about $80.
But it's a human life. You bought a child. Is that not slavery?
That's how it is, he shrugs. Over 25 years, he's bought thousands of children.
What's the worst thing you ever did as a slave owner?
Forcing a kid who doesn't know how to swim to dive to the bottom of the lake, he told us. They could go down and never come up. So many children have died here. But there is another dreadful truth to hear.
You were sold into slavery?
By my father, he tells us. The child slave has become the master.
You have a better chance being liberated by a white woman than a Ghanaian. This isn't his.
Look, I stand with FBA. I'm an FBA man. That's how I look at myself. So, but I don't follow the same narrative of FBA that everybody else does. My problems with immigrants are with immigrants, people who immigrate to this country, but have a problem with my people, or want to talk shit about my people. That's where my problems are. I don't have a problem with a African living in Africa, a Mexican living in Mexico. I know they don't like black people for sure. You know what I mean? But that's not my issue. I don't give a fuck. That doesn't make my day, break my day. You know what I mean? I'm worried about issues in America. You know what I mean? So when I say there can't be solidarity, I'm not saying it in the way that everybody else is, that like, I just don't like these people. We're nothing like these people. You know what I mean? I love these people. All black people on the earth is my brothers and sisters. That's how I feel about it. But at the same time, we can't have solidarity with these people because they have their own internal issues that they need to solve. Like, how can you be going to the World Center trying to get reparations for something that didn't even happen to you, didn't even happen to your ancestors? You just want the money. Meanwhile, in your country, there are children dying at the bottom of rivers because they're being forced to dive down. Them boys are like 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, being forced to dive down to the bottom of a river, a lake. Like, are you fucking kidding me, bro? And then you want to come over here talking about you want money for, bro? And that's why we can't have solidarity, because it's not also because that they have slavery there. It's because their culture is different than ours. The things that they find acceptable, the way that they look at the white man, the way that they look at our oppressors, the way we all have our own different ways of looking at things. Even black Americans, we all fight over. We have our own wars. Fuck a diaspora war. We got the own black American war with these Pan-Africans, indigenous Americans, Hebrew Israelites. We all fighting over what the fuck. We got our own beef. You know what I mean? So we have our own culture, things that are culturally normal to us. We have our own disagreements within our culture. We cannot be expecting these other people to come into our country and meld with us, want to have but be able to work with us when they don't believe in freedom of speech, or they don't believe in, they believe we are complaining about atrocities that happen to us because they just let the shit go that happened to them. Or when they have these beliefs and these mindsets that they come in, like the white man's pet, like they're okay. I don't want to say they're okay with the white supremacy system, but they uphold it because they're able to get their slice of the pie. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. Like, and one of the reasons why I don't have beef with a Jamaican who moved, with a Jamaican on the island of Jamaica, because the people who moved over here are the more well-off Jamaicans. You know what I mean? Ain't no Jamaican from the slums of Kingston. I'm not gonna say none, but majority of them aren't getting no ticket to come to America and going to no school or getting no what do they call it, a visa to come over here and go to school or do anything. No, that's not happening. It's the well-off ones who already have money in Jamaica. So it's like fighting with the bougie niggas who come over here and want to think they're better than us. Yeah, they think they're better than their own people. You know what I mean? I don't have no problem with no Jamaican in Kingston who's living in a hut that he made. Like, I don't have no issue with them. You know what I mean? If they don't like us, they don't like us. That's fine. The whole world don't like us. That's something you got to get used to as a Black American. The whole world has a problem with you, and it's been manufactured by white people and the propaganda that they put out through the movies and stuff. But let's keep going. I don't want to.
So let me make this abundantly clear. Black Africans are bought and sold by the millions today by jihadists, by Arab Islamists. Today, over 2 million Black Africans just in North Africa alone are bought and sold for as cheap as $200. This is called the Trans-Saharan slave trade. It started in the 7th century when the Arabs began their conquest across North Africa, and it has not stopped. This is not a slavery that happened. It's a slavery that is happening. And the fact that the United Nations will make a big deal to draft a resolution about a slavery that ended almost 2 centuries ago, but still hasn't said anything about the current slave trade that's happening right now today as I speak to you. That is the height of hypocrisy. That's a dog and pony show. They are running cover for slavery, for modern day slavery.
This person was sold in a slave auction for $400 in Libya, and Miss Naima Jamal was sold for $5,500. Yes, slavery still exists. Still in most of the world, actually. And the worst of it, children are sold in the market as well. Congo has 40,000 child slave workers, and many of them work in mining. It's a hard physical job, not really meant for kids. Some are also sold as S workers, which is absolutely horrible, and some are even used as soldiers. Yes, as soldiers, which sounds and looks ridiculous, and sadly they've been doing that for a very long time. Many foreign countries and organizations have tried to come in and stop that, but unfortunately it still persists. In this video right here, children were brought to the market in bags while they were being transported. That is actually how they transported those kid slaves. It's almost unbelievable somebody would do something like that. This is the hard reality of what's going on the other side of the world, especially in the Congo, in which our Zio media will absolutely not cover. And on top of this all, slave or not, 750,000 children in Congo are malnourished and hungry. Congo. Oddly, it's one of the world's richest countries in terms of natural resources, yet at the same time has one of the world's worst economies. It's one of the poorest countries. So while we're arguing over frivolous stuff here in America, here's what's going on the other side of the world.
Libya right now, where Muammar Gaddafi was the president, is the only place in the world where you can go buy a slave right now. You can go to Libya, and there's actually a current slave trade.
Really?
Yes, in Libya today.
I thought it was abolished.
No, it's still going on in Libya right now.
Holy crap.
You didn't know that, Sean?
No, that is nuts.
I know, the world's nuts, dude. You wouldn't even know there's still slavery going on. There's slaves in China, there's slaves in Libya. The slavery still exists in the world today.
First thing is, anytime I hear a white man, I had a white dude in my comments. Well, I don't know if he was white, but I'm sure he was white by the comment he left. But he was saying something in my Arab, when I was talking about slavery in the Arab countries. He was saying something like, you know, in Libya, you can get a slave for $250. And then I'm like, leave it up to a white man to know that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you are the type of people who will be looking up, where could I still get a slave in the world? Like, these people are fucking weird, bro. That's it. So I look at it skeptically when I hear any white person talking about it, because it's like, how do you know that? You know what I mean? But yeah, solidarity with these people is kind of impossible, bro, because they can't even have solidarity on the continent of Africa. And if I did want solidarity with an African, I don't want solidarity with these Africans who suck up to the white man and came over here and think they're better than us. Fuck that. No, I don't want solidarity with them. I would want solidarity with the slaves that's being put in the cobalt mines. Like, I want solidarity with them because I don't want to see them in that predicament. I hate to see people around the world, not just black people, but people around the world in shitty predicaments, you know what I mean? Because their government is corrupt, or because the people that's supposed to take care of them don't care about them, or because our government is over there doing horrific shit to these people, which is usually the case. So, you know what I mean? If I want solidarity with Africans, I want solidarity with the oppressed ones, the ones that is going through it. Not the ones who's coming over here on visas. They already were in college and you know what I mean? Their parents are well off and they never had to really struggle. They suck up to the white supremacists, you know what I mean? So they don't really know nothing about, you know what I mean? They know it's a white man's world. They just live in it, you know what I mean? And they get mad because they see us not accepting that and they're like, why are you niggas complaining? Like, I feel like that's their biggest thing. Why are we still complaining? They just accepted it. Bitch, we will never stop complaining. We'll never stop fighting for our rights. We'll never accept the white supremacist system. It's just not in us. We freedom fighters at the... it's just not in us. We freedom fighters by heart, by blood, by DNA. It's in our DNA for real. Like, from it's in all black people's DNA, but we got it bad. It's in our DNA bad. You know what I mean? Like, we don't get no fucks. So, I don't know. It's weird looking at. And that's where I'm at with solidarity with any other race or any other group. Like, these people come here from countries where people are getting their head cut off, hung in the street, bodies being turning up by the dozens in mass graves, and then they come here and talk about they got black fatigue and we're always committing all the crimes. Bitch, go back home. You scared to go back there, ain't you? You scared to go back there because you know what that life is like. You don't want that on you. You don't want that on you. And you like, you people run from home and don't want to go back and fix your problems. You forget about your people. You come over here and you start talking about us, or even if you're on our side, you come over here and you start discussing our problems. Like, yeah, they're doing this to black people in America. What about what they're doing to the black people in your homeland? That's what I would be if I was here and I was from Jamaica. I promise you, I would be speaking on the issues and what the white man is doing to Jamaica because I have a voice in America and I could be that voice for my people who on the Jamaican internet probably wouldn't be able to get their voice out to as many people. I would be that voice for my people. But instead, those people come here and I want to call them out so bad. Fuck it, I should just call them out, huh? Because I don't want to be that guy that's just out here trying to say shit. But bro, like, Flacco is one of them. I do not fuck with that big bitch, fucking Liberian fucker. He comes on here because his old channel before he even went to No Jumper, I caught him back then, and he would just get on there and dog shit on black Americans, knowing nothing about the culture. You're a Liberian who immigrated out here to North Dakota, and you lived in North Dakota, bro. I lived in North Dakota. I know what it's like in North Dakota. In my adult life, I moved out there to go work in the oil field. I know what it's like living in North Dakota. Nothing but white people, nothing to do outside. You only could go drink. There's some niggas out there. It could be popping in certain areas, but you wasn't there. You wasn't about that. You wasn't with them. So stop acting like you sat in your house. Africans don't even associate with black Americans out there. And it's a lot of Africans out there in North Dakota. You wouldn't believe it. I didn't believe it. I'm like, what the fuck are these black Africans doing up here? That's the place where I've seen the most Africans immigrate in my whole life. Like, everywhere else I've been, I ain't seen a lot of Africans, but they're deep. And they don't fuck with niggas. Like, they don't fuck with us. They don't like us. They don't associate with us. We be at work. They stay to themselves. It's a few of them that's cool. I'm not going to say all, but majority of them don't fuck with us. You know what I mean? So it's like, I know. And with Flacco ass, I know he made his whole career in the beginning, but that's why Adam took him on in No Jumper, because he used to sit on there and talk cash shit about black Americans. Oh, you dusty, dirty, look at these ignorant, blah, 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 blah. And there's a dude named Point and Shoot who really broke him down and will really break him down and show you how much of a loser this guy really fucking is. But it's people like that who won't talk about the issues in Liberia. You know what I mean? He won't talk about the issues in Liberia. But every 10 seconds, oh, this dude's career is over. This dude's life is ruined. Like, nigga, talk about your homeland. Talk about saving your people. He like, no, we as black people, nigga, you not us. You not us. I don't give a fuck if Liberia was an American settlement. I don't give a fuck. A black American settlement. I don't care, nigga. You not us. Because when you talk about us, you don't have an understanding for our culture. You have a deep hate and disdain for our culture. And now you're trying to grift around and be like, because that's the new grift now. If you notice, it went from red pill to talking about black topics and actually being a little pro-black. So you'll see all those red pill niggas transition. And the same thing with the niggas who was battling the red pill niggas, transition to talking about Trump, the racist, because then Trump got in office and that's where the whole climate went. So the whole narrative, the whole grift switched with it. So all these niggas, any nigga that you see that used to be a red pill commentator and now they're doing that, they're just following the grift. They're just following the views. Like, bro, I made this channel so I could talk about shit that I really care about, bro. That my people. And once I seen that grift come around, because I didn't care about the red pill shit. That don't matter to me. Like, I tried it for a minute, but I'm like, this is stupid. Like, I can't be on here dogpiling women, and I don't even want to argue with no nigga that is doing that shit. Like, y'all niggas weird. I don't want nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? There was some parts of it that was good. The whole health, the whole wellness, the whole getting yourself together, having confidence in yourself. There was some parts that was good. There was also some parts that was just stupid. And some of them dudes that it created, some of the influencers that it created, you could just see the path that they went on, straight from red pill to hating black people, because that's where the grift went. And all the other opposite people went to fight them on the opposite side of the grift. So it's like, we got to pay attention to these things happening. These people, most of them don't like us. They don't like us either. They don't really fuck with us either. They're just playing the part, bro. They're just getting the views, getting the money, bro. That's it. They don't fuck with us either. So Flacco, I wish a lot of black Americans would stop listening to that nigga's channel. Like, there's a nigga named Point and Shoot, a white dude. He made a whole video. He made plenty of videos on Big Mama. Go check him out. Like, I promise you, Point and Shoot. Go check him out, because he'll break down Flacco. Go look at his Flacco videos. He should make a playlist of Flacco videos, because he'll break them down. Like, bro, this dude is a loser. He don't care about us. His whole goal is to get black Americans locked up. He don't care about our culture, but pretends like he does. Like, I'm calling the police on black people for the culture. I'm doing this for the culture. Y'all ignorant niggas. Nigga, in your country, they're cutting people's head off and eating babies. What about that? But you want to come out here and talk about our culture like it's the worst thing you've ever seen. Like, oh, you guys are just so sick and just like, bro, get the fuck out of here. And that's what irritates me about these people. Like, it'd be Jamaican dudes like, yeah, we got to do better. The culture. Nigga, in your country, you got the highest murder rate in the world and held it for multiple years. Highest murder rate in the world, but got the nerve to come out here and say some shit about us. Like, or even be making videos talking about black Americans. That shit irritates me. This should have been a whole video on its own. Yeah, I'm probably going to do this in a whole video, because I'm sick of niggas, bro. I'm sick of that shit. But, yeah, it's been your boy Hendo. I appreciate y'all if y'all checked in with me. If y'all liked the video, like, comment, subscribe, hype this video up. If you didn't like it, just get the fuck off the channel then. We out.